Oggi sono qui in Oggi Via Meder e tra pochissimo inizierò una chiacchierata con uno degli uomini più influenti del business della comunicazione, Tham Meng. Tham Meng è, lo leggo perché veramente la sua carica è troppo importante, co-chairman e Worldwide Chief Creative Officer di Oggi Via Meder. È l'uomo che ha fatto sì che questo network vincesse per 5 volte Network of the Year a Cannes. Parleremo di creatività, ma non solo, le sfide insomma della nuova comunicazione, ma anche la sua opinione sul mercato italiano. Il potere della creatività. Come è cambiato oggi rispetto a ieri e quali le sfide aperte?
Well, thank you, Monica. I think the power of creativity has not changed. I think we are living in a very fast-paced world now with information overload. And, Alvin Toffler calls this future shock. And some people are even suffering from this malaise of technology around us. But one thing hasn't changed is storytelling. We still need to tell the great stories. And that's the power of creativity. Because if you can tell great stories, emotional great stories with an incredible, beautiful story arc, and have a great idea behind that, that is the true power of creativity. And if you have wonderful ideas, advertising ideas that you put into your work, that is also the power of creativity. That hasn't changed today or yesterday. That has been as old as the hills, as they say. So the idea has got to be right in there. And idea is king. Idea is king. It's in fact come back in a big way because all the social media that's out there, you still need an idea. With all the technology around you that's available for you to do AR, VR, AI, outdoor digital advertising and mind mapping and all that technology, you still need an idea. So the power of creativity comes from the power of the idea. You can say that.
Khai, ma perché Oggi Via Meder vince sugli altri?
Well, it's very kind of you to mention that, Monica. We respect our competition very much. And there's some formidable competition out there. And you win some, you lose some. It's not that we win over all others. I don't think that's quite right to say that. But we're very honored when we win because we have great respect for our competitors. Their work is formidable. And I think a lot of it has got to do with many things, and one of which is people. We have great people working in the industry with us. We hire giants, as David Ogilvy taught us. We stand on the shoulders of other giants, and it's all about people. So we have attracted and still attracting a lot of great talents from around the world to work at Ogilvy and Mather. And we've also attracted some amazing clients with us. And we have also retained many of our great talents, and especially in Italy. And if you do great work with the great talents around and with the great clients, it becomes a virtuous cycle. And onwards and upwards we go, hopefully. There's no formula to this, but it's a lot of hard work. There's some luck involved. And you need great clients. And the support, the formidable support of our clients have been brought to bear. In other words, we're so thankful that we have those clients who are courageous enough to go out there and say, hey, let's do this. Because they believe in the ideas and they trust our officers, our people. And it's this trust that's omnipotent. It's, I think, at the highest level you play at, has got this great trust of the agency and the client. And that relationship is constantly being built, as we build it here in Milan and other offices. And we are becoming, but we haven't become yet, in other words. And there's a lot of learning as we go on to our journey. And this becomes not just a personal journey for many of us, but it's also the journey of our brands and of Ogilvy and Mather as we work hand in glove together.
Parliamo di creatività. Qual è la tua opinione sulla creatività del mercato italiano?
Wow, that's a big question, Monica. Italy is world famous for its iconic designs. The cars, they've got some of the best fast cars around in the world. They have best fashion brands in the world, the best kitchens in the world, just to name a few: Polyform, Boffi, cars, Lamborghini, Ferrari, clothes. And you have some of the most amazing art that's awe-inspiring, starting from, or even earlier than the Renaissance artists and the sculptors, Bernini, Michelangelo, Leonardo. Highly creative nation, great food. That's creativity too. Food is the new religion. And you've got people in our Ogilvy offices, led by Guerino and Giuseppe, all trying incredibly hard with their talent, bringing to bear the client's briefs and trying to build those brands. Now, you still need courage from our clients, that strong partnership between the agency and the clients. As we've met some today, they talked about bravery. And admittedly, they're saying they're not brave enough too. But they want to be brave. So I told them, I said, look, it's about taking some risk. Not a lot of risk, because those are calculated risks. Nobody dies in advertising. But it's about the little risks. And it's okay, because we're here to hold your hand. And the world will belong to the brave, as always. And the brave will get there. So I think the Italian market needs to be braver and more courageous in taking those little risks. A little step will go a long way. I think that's number one. Number two, I think we need to go back to the idea. I'm talking about advertising ideas, advertising creativity. And I think you have the best craftsmen here in this world, here in Milan and all parts of Italy. You have great art directors, photographers, designers, writers, filmmakers. They're all here. Now, for advertising to do well, you need an idea. And what do I mean by that, as idea? I think, for me, an idea is like a Trojan horse, where the horse, the wooden horse, it gets into the audience's defenses. It gets right into the gut, and in that instant, it makes a connection with your audience. It makes them laugh or cry, or feel despairingly sad, or feel learned. And those are the emotions that we need to get to with the idea. Because advertising is an interruption in people's lives. And therefore, you need to sugarcoat your pill before you swallow it. In other words, you need to sugarcoat this message, a brand message, a sales message, into the audience's defenses. And how do you do it? Through Trojan horses. And then you are storming the citadel of the mind, because you made that connection and you have wrapped it round, and there you are. You have made the audience laugh or cried or feel despairingly sad. But whatever you do, you cannot bore the audience. And David Ogilvy has taught us that. The wife, the consumer is not a moron. He's your wife or your husband. And you cannot bore the audience to buy your product. That's rule number one. In fact, that's the golden rule. And today we are competing with entertainment. You're competing with CNN. You're competing with news. You're competing with Vice. You're competing with Jimmy Fallon. You're competing with Saturday Night Live. And your talk shows here in Italy, which, last night I turned on the channel and I thought, wow, this is a talk show that people were enjoying. I turned on another channel, another talk show. So advertising or communication is competing out there on several screens against entertainment. And you've got to stand out. You've got to stand out by making those quick connections. You've got to tell a story. You've got to have an idea. And you've got to entertain your audience. Easier said than done. But you've got to get back to the idea. Get back to the idea.
Qualche sogno nel cassetto?
Oh, wow. I suppose our dream is to do more great work. There's a lot of dreams in the drawers. And the drawers are stacked very high. And the drawers are everywhere. So in every market, and also in Italy especially, we want to work with our clients here to do the great work that will hopefully change culture. And if we can change culture, and that's the highest place we can play at, like Duff Beauty Sketches, Campaign for Real Beauty, and if we can do more of that kind of work to change culture, make the world a little bit better to live in, I think we will have done our job.